Hello everyone, my name is Nunu. Today we're back with F1 2018 career mode here for the Russian Grand Prix, and taking a look at the weather, it's going to be rain for a good 3/4 of the race. Later in the race, you can see, taking a look at the development, we're 5th actually, just behind Haas. So we're gonna pop some chassis development on there because that's one of our worst parts. But let's just get into qualifying for the Russian Grand Prix.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs.
So, coming into qualifying, we're going to go straight out of the garage because the track is getting colder a little bit later. It's not going to rain, but it's going to get a couple of degrees colder, which could mean a tenth or two. So, the first lap, it's going to be a 1:33.6, which is an okay lap, not so good, but it goes too far down. So, we go out on another lap, a push lap. I really push hard. You can see we're 4/10 up at the moment, almost 5/10 up halfway through the lap. And at the end of the day, we're coming over the line through the last corner, going very wide for 1:33 flat. And it's going to be 5th place for us, right behind Kimi Räikkönen, in front of the 2 Red Bulls, which is an absolute great qualifying position. Good for the race. We just need to nail the strategy, which is going to be a question if we will. But let's just get into the race here for the Russian Grand Prix.
Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport.
Thanks for that, Crofty. Taking a look at our strategy, we're going to stretch the Hypersoft until later in the race. See how worse the rain is going to be, how bad it's going to be, and see if we can nail the strategy. Of course, safety cars could be a factor in today's race. Coming on to 5 red lights, and it's lights out for the Russian Grand Prix. We get off to a pretty good start, right up with Räikkönen and Perez there right behind us, trying to overtake us, getting slipstream down the long stretch finish to Hamilton right in front of us, getting out onto the grass as Perez has a sick start. He's almost up challenging the front runners coming down to turn 1, but he parks his car on the apex. We go to the outside of the first corner, the second corner. As he here through the long curves, he makes the switchback, goes for the inside line, but we defend, we push him out, we take that line, and we get back our position for 5th place. We won't be challenging those front runners. You can see they're already far ahead of us, too far ahead to be honest, and it's only half a lap later. Coming down to the first lap here, we actually have Roman Grosjean right here. I think he pulls out to the side. He has an engine issue there in the Haas. Here we have a look at him. I don't know, it's just going along that down that long straight, and we have a virtual safety car for Roman Grosjean. It was just half a lap or something. It wasn't too much. So we survived it. It's not too much. We didn't pit in because there was no time for pitting in. As we're now taking a look at the lead, it's Valtteri Bottas holding the lead off the Grand Prix, pulling off a bit of a gap there as Hamilton getting involved with the Ferraris. Is it really a 1-2 for Mercedes this race? At the moment it is, but we'll see if it changes. Here we are on lap 4 of the Russian Grand Prix. We're pulling into the pits for the ultra soft tires because I felt quite a lot of understeer in these tires. Of course, we qualified top 10, so we have to stay on those tires, and it was very hard conditions. I slipped around and used the tires too much. And as we come out, we have Stroll. We come up behind Stroll in 19th place. We overtake him, pretty simple overtake there. And you can see these conditions are getting so bad at the moment. That's why pretty much everyone is pitting in. You have this long train of cars pitting in, and they're not coming in for slicks. So we might be on the wrong strategy here. They're coming in for intermediates. All of them, every single one of them. So we might be in the worst strategy. As we have a virtual safety car now, which could play in our favor. But here we have a replay. It's Kimi Räikkönen there, who just holds in the middle of the pit lane, and here he smashed straight into the safety car. What the fuck was that? The safety car was just holding. He was coming out of the pits as he just smashed straight into it. Come on, can you please fix this, Codemasters? Just maybe. So at the moment we're in 6th place. Everyone else is on intermediates. We're on the ultra soft. We're pulling again for intermediates. It was getting impossible. We couldn't even follow the safety car almost. So this is a disaster for us. This is a freaking disaster strategy for us. But the only ones behind us is Carlos Sainz, who has a puncture on his left front tire there. It's terrible for him as well. He definitely won't get in the point. We might not as well as here. The safety car pulls into the pits almost. Lewis Hamilton slowing down, letting the safety car go so we can get off to a clean restart of the Russian Grand Prix. We have Sainz cruising around at safety car speeds, half a lap behind. Terrible day for him here in Russia, as we heat up the tires. It's about to return to racing speed. Oh, we were caught sleeping. We're heating up the tires and we were caught dead sleeping. So we got off to probably the worst safety car restart in the history of Formula 1. And Stroll has just already gone ahead and made a gap, but half a lap later we catch him. Of course, rainy conditions. I quite like driving in rainy conditions. I also did it well on F1 2017 because I really like the challenge of driving in rainy conditions. So we had a little bit more of pace than anyone else here. He goes side by side with us. We squeeze him out. He's low drag and slipstream helped him out there. He's very low drag, but we tried to outbrake him coming down into turn number 2 and 3. And later the same lap, Magnussen parking up his car right on the apex as Leclerc almost smashing into the back of him together with me. We're going side by side with Leclerc coming down to very fast corner. He keeps onto the inside. We keep the outside as well, and we get him around the outside. And a lap later, we do the same on Magnussen. We just run too wide out here. But we keep it side by side. Can we push him out? We have the inside line for the next corner. Yes, we do. And we are up in 14th place. And there's just 2 laps remaining. We definitely won't get points, but 13th place might be possible with Gasly. We go around the outside of Gasly there, and coming over the finish line is Lewis Hamilton for the victory. Sebastian Vettel in 2nd place. The 2 title rivals, with of course a massive gap between them, coming over the line to claim a disappointing 13th place.
Take care of the car on the way in.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
So, a very disappointing 13th place for us, but a very surprising 3rd place for Fernando Alonso. He picks up a podium and 15 points, just 7.5 seconds behind the leader, which was quite a nice performance from him. Of course, you have your 2 retirements of Kimi Räikkönen and Roman Grosjean. Absolutely bad there, but let's get into the questions.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. The weather was miserable today, but do you feel this was an advantage for you? It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it? What happened with your fuel strategy today?
So, a bit of a no comment on the last one. I didn't really understand. We didn't have a fuel issue, it was more the tire issue. I normally don't use the questions in the videos, but I just decided to try something new. Coming on to, we're actually losing rivalry against a teammate, of course, with his podium being great and resource points. We're getting 800, almost 900 resource points from this race, and because of our disappointing 13th place, we lose so much reputation. But we get a new contract anyways, and I decided to go aggressive, but it was not aggressive. It actually lost value, so very disappointing from him there, from us there. We're just going to purchase some engine developments as the last thing in this episode. So, I hope you enjoyed the Russian Grand Prix, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.